Good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon, and we're back highlighting another local business in our community. And this is a very interesting topic today. Very interesting business here. If you can see behind me, kind of reminds me of my grandmother. It's Social Savvy Seniors. And I'm going to throw it right out now to Mr. Dan Borgmeyer. He's a real estate agent at Ecofine Property. Say hi, Dan.
Hey, how's everybody doing today?
And we also got Miss Tiffany DiPanni, if I pronounce it correctly. I hope I got it right. I've been trying. DiPanni, founder of Social Savvy Seniors. So I guess my first question, you know what it's going to be. What is Social Savvy Seniors?
So Social Savvy Seniors was a program that I developed a few years back. It really just came about from me having a love for seniors, always being around them. Here in South Florida, it's a great population, but they were really not adapting to the digital world well. And I found that it was really leaving them in this place where instead of intimidating them, it should be empowering them and enriching their lives. There's so many things that can be helping them, as well as connecting with their families and friends, because that's usually where it started from. Most seniors wanted to take some pictures or email their grandkids at college, or just, follow them on Facebook or Instagram and see what's going on with their lives. So that's where it started, and really developed into formal programs and trainings where we go into people's homes, their HOAs, the senior communities, their groups, their clubs, centers. We do group presentations and then private one-on-one lessons. Really just give them the tools and the skills that they need to really enrich themselves.
So we have the COVID going on. I know that the seniors especially are kind of like being very conservative and maybe a little afraid to go out and everything. So because of this unique environment, what are you doing now to help them, since you can't be with them?
So it has proven obviously more than ever now. And it's unfortunate that there still are so many seniors out there that need this training and need this help. So what we've done is we've actually taken a lot of our programs, turned them into virtual trainings, presentations, how-to videos that we can give to the seniors. We can distribute through their senior centers, through their communications, doctors' offices, senior communities, HOAs, and just giving them the tools that they can use as far as how to do things like join a Zoom meeting, join a FaceTime meeting. We also have a lot of resources out there where we're doing fitness classes online. So we actually have live classes, and then we have videos that you can do anywhere at any time. And we actually made them specific for at-home workouts, so that they can stay active. We have recipes on there. We have other tips. We have a list of apps and games that they can download. So it's really about giving them the resources as best we can, so that they can just really be more apt to connect with people right now. And another, there's another thing where there's a lot of seniors that don't have devices, right? So, or you have a couple and they shared one because they barely used it. So now they want their own, and so what we've done, I have a lot of families that reach out to me and say, I want to get my parents or my grandparents a tablet, but they wouldn't know the first thing to do with it when it came out of the box. So we have started a service now where we actually work with the families. We have them ship the tablets to us. We customize it completely. We create all the accounts that they need to have on there. So basically we sanitize it down. We include everything, if they want a case, extra adapters, certain things, package it all up, and send it directly to them. So all they have to do is turn it on. And they have my phone number, so they can call if they have questions once they get it, and we can help them as best we can this way. And then once we can get back in front of them, it's much more effective when you're really there with them on their personal devices.
Absolutely. It's just like such a great idea and great concept. I don't think anybody else that I'm aware of has ever been doing this before. What made you decide to jump in and start helping these people out?
So I've always had a heart for the seniors. I think that they are honestly the greatest generation. They're completely underappreciated. I was a little later in life than most of my family, so I spent a lot of time with my grandparents and great aunts and in nursing homes, running up and down as a kid. So it never intimidated me, or it wasn't something unfamiliar to me. And then I've been in Florida for so many years, lived around many seniors in the condo buildings, and just playing a lot of golf, and, just saw this real need. It really was, it wasn't just one or two, it was a lot of them and all of them. And the more we go and the more life progresses, it's only getting more digital. Absolutely. And, something that is easy as an Uber, giving them access to Uber could change their life, because how many seniors come down here as snowbirds and they don't like to drive at night. So when daylight savings hits in late fall, their day ends at 4:30, 5 o'clock. They're not going to dinner. They're not going to a show. They're not really going out because they don't feel comfortable driving. Something as simple as Uber could be life-changing for them, because now they can get out there, they can be where they want to be and not be restricted.
It's amazing.
I think it's incredible. I mean, I can see people watching the Facebook Live right now. My mom is one of them. She's turned into my biggest fan watching this, and she is. If she's listening right now, she's not very tech savvy. It's how do I turn the camera on the cell phone, and how do I do this? And sometimes it gets frustrating for me to try to walk her through and help her. But I understand it's a hard concept. It's that they're not used to using some of these things. But what you're doing is you're taking what we have now, the technology in front of us. Everyone has a cell phone, and you're able to help them. Especially, I think it's so vital now with living in this, COVID-19 we're in right now, to be able to see their grandkids still face to face without actually being there. Have you seen, what does it do for their morale, I guess?
It's so good for them emotionally, mentally, and physically. And when I talk to a lot of people in the health and wellness field, and they say, well, you're digital, you're technology, you're social media, what are you doing here? And it's like, you have no idea what a connection for them means. That could change everything for them. A lot, even before COVID, right? There's so many people that come down here, they go play golf in the morning. Some active seniors will go play golf in the morning, have lunch, and then all afternoon or all evening. Being able to turn on YouTube and use it to watch old videos brings back nostalgia. A lot of grandkids, even as easy as it is for kids these days to send a picture or send a text, a lot of them don't do it. So if they can follow them on the social media platforms where they're on, they just get this feeling of that they're more connected, that they're not alone, even if they are sitting there alone. And that does tremendous psychological benefits for them, emotional benefits. And then, studies prove that helps your overall health. I've seen so many people that, you see the things that they're missing out on and what technology has been able to bring to them. And I've still actually been working with a lot of seniors virtually or on the phone. And so many of them had said to me, and it's like, wow, I didn't get it until like the third one said it. And they're like, hey, I need to keep doing this because it's only going to be the future now. Now that we've lived through this is how everything's going to be. He goes, I don't need this just to connect to my family. I know my doctor's going to end up doing this. You know, I know my insurance company is going to end up doing this. So if we can't get them comfortable with the technology, then they're left out. So it's, you know, it's just really just helping them get there.
And do you teach them, I know a lot of the times, and, people our age are guilty of it. You're on Facebook, or you're on, another social platform, and you're clicking on links that you maybe shouldn't be clicking on, or sharing things that are coming from a weird source. Share this link and you'll get a $5,000 gift card to wherever.
Mhm.
Well, probably not. But how did you go through that with them too, to be careful and watch out for things like that?
Absolutely. So that's one of our most popular group presentations, because unfortunately the senior demographic is targeted because they don't know. And they're very susceptible to scams and fraud. So that's very popular with them. With presentations, we go over that with groups. When I'm one-on-one with them, that's like my first thing is, hey, I provide them with information, but one of my first things is, let's go over some of the things that you're doing. Let's go over some, like, your emails, or, what to look for, this or that. But yeah, it's very, because to them, I just try to give them the examples. Like, your bank is never gonna, call you and ask for this. The IRS is never gonna call you and ask for this. When you get an email, think before you click. Why are they asking me to click this? I show them examples of when they do Google searches. So, hey, here's the first couple. They're just advertisements. They might not even be close to what you're looking for. So here's some retargeting ads on the side that might pop up on a site. Don't click on this. And we do go through that, because they need that. They need to know. And they can be very susceptible to clicking the wrong things, because they don't call it bait click for nothing.
What's the main, what do your clients or the seniors say? What they like Facebook? Are they on, a lot of them are on Facebook, I'm sure. They're using the Zoom now because that's new. I mean, for just about everyone. What are they saying to you, like how much they appreciate this and how much it's helped them, I guess?
It means the world to them, and it means so much to them, whether they say it or not. Most of them do say it, but I get such a kick out of when, they have the phone and they're ready to press the phone, and they are afraid to press the button because the phone might blow up. And, can I press it? Can I press it? And they make their first post, or they send their first email, and they're like, oh, I did it, and it's just this empowering feeling for them, first of all, because now this is something that a lot of them, it's not that they don't want to be in the digital world, or that they really they say they don't want to because they don't know it and it's unfamiliar. So as soon as they get that familiarity with it, they don't have to be pros. It's just basic stuff. It's really empowering for them. And the more popular ones that they love to do, it also depends on like where their family is. So a lot of the younger generations on Instagram mostly. So, and that's really simple for them. Facebook can get a little bit complicated, although we usually put them on there anyways, because a lot of their friends and their kids are on it. But Facebook and Instagram are good. YouTube is one of the best, because you can get lost. We're all guilty of going down the YouTube never-ending hole. So that just provides hours of content for them, and educational stuff too. So that's a really good twist on everything, So those are the more popular ones. Zoom is good. They all love, even just doing simple Google searches for stuff for them, and the delivery services and shopping online lately have been life-saving to them, because I'm showing them a lot about you know, the delivery dudes and the Grub Hubs, and, you know, even if they can go to a Walmart or a Target or a Sprouts or something and just drive up, and they show them how to do their orders online, so they don't even have to go in the store. So that was good. And if they don't have those tools or they're not comfortable with it, look at what they've missed. So it's not just when it started out as being a connective tool and an entertainment kind of tool, now they've really become life tools and daily enriching and helpful tools for them.
I think it's, again, this blows my mind. I think it's incredible, because that is one thing, you know, even I use my mom as the example, because she's in that range where she's got Facebook now, and that's how she does keep up with what's going on in my life and my kids. She sees the kids. She feels like she lives in Pennsylvania, so she's a far distance away. So
Right.
she sees them growing in pictures and on social media until we see her in the summertime. What if somebody's out there watching this, say, you know, someone my age or anyone like that, and they have a parent that needs this help? How do they just get in contact with you? How does it work?
Yeah, so they can go to the website, socialsavvyseniors.com, and all the contact information is there. You know, this doesn't have to be like you see up in the corner here, like we said, it looks like your grandmother, right? But it's actually people as young in their 50s, because they really didn't, up until, you know, maybe late 30s, early 40s, you were kind of in that middle of that digital realm, but you weren't born with it, but you're still familiar with it. But once you get now people that are 50 plus, they weren't born with a phone in their hand. It's a little uncomfortable for them. And like parents that we also work with, a lot of parents that just want to learn about their kids, what to look for, you know, be a little bit more in tune with that. But they can just reach out to us, and we'll help them in any way. We do virtual lessons. You know, it's people I think are becoming a little bit more comfortable now with some safe practices of meeting in person. If we can do that, and or ship them some tablets and get it going. You know, there's so much stuff that we can do, and we're willing to. Everybody's different. Everybody's got different needs. Everybody has, you know, different things that they're going to want. So we can help them out.
So you are a nonprofit, is that correct?
This is, we actually are turning it, where it's going to develop into a nonprofit down the road. We've didn't see the vision for this as clear up until the last like 4 or 5 months. And now we know that our world has changed. And so we're really going to move forward in that direction, because we want to be able to help as many seniors, especially look where we live, right? In Palm Beach County, help as many people as we can, and get those resources to them as best we can.
So if people wanted to help you be successful and help the seniors in turn, how can they help?
So we have actually, like the programs I was talking about earlier, the resources that we provide to the senior communities or to HOAs, to certain, you know, like the 55 plus communities. We have developed these websites of resources that we provide to them. And we are having some local businesses or even some national businesses sponsor them. Really the people that want to get in front of the senior community and actually, you know, get their company, get their brand, get their help out there. And it's really a different, there's so many, every business that works in the senior industry, they have a heart. And I've been able to work with so many of them over the last year. These people that day in, day out, they're in the senior industry, the lifestyle, they all are passionate about what they do. So we're trying, it's a different way for these companies now to reach the seniors in a valuable way, in a supportive way, in a resourceful way, not just in a typical sales way. They're really helping out. So, and we do have some volunteers, you know, some younger, fresh minds that help us once our programs hit the roads again and we can get in. So we do get some youngins to come in and assist with the trainings. So yeah, but I mean, and we're always open to ideas. So if anybody has an idea or wants to run something by us of how we can help, we're always open to that.
Awesome.
And it's socialsavvyseniors.com, correct?
Yes.
So that's where you can find out all the information. I think it's incredible. I really do. When Dan brought this idea up, I wasn't sure on what it was. And then when I read about it, I was like, wow, very, very interesting. And it's one of those ways, I guess, we've been taught by our parents and grandparents. They've taught us little tricks along the way as kids growing up, different things. And now it's our time to give back to them and teach them something that they may not know. And it can be overwhelming. Technology can be overwhelming, even for someone my age or younger. It can be overwhelming, but it's just learning and teaching and doing it. Doing it's the key. Making mistakes, figuring it out. My mom sometimes doesn't hit the button right for the camera and it's flipped the wrong way, and she's, I don't see you, but figures it out. But anything else we're missing? Anything else you want to talk about, Tiffany, about social savvy seniors?
I think we've covered it. I think we've done a great job of asking the questions and talking about, and thank you for having me and helping me bring this to more people. It really is it's a labor of love, and it's just something that's near and dear to my heart. We all have our 9-to-5s and we have our daily grinds, but this is something that really just came born out of my passion, my help for them. It gives me more joy, I think, to do this for them, because they're just, I think once we reach an age, people don't really understand the wisdom and the value. And I love going to visit them and seeing them. And I've made so many friends. I have so many, grandmas and grandpas, and, it's the free meals though out of the trainings.
Some good recipes, I bet. And the good thing too, again, like you said, we're in this COVID era right now, and it's hard for people to, be around, especially those that are more vulnerable, the elderly or those with compromised immune systems. So teaching them how to use FaceTime and teaching them how to use Facebook Messenger with the video option, or Zoom, or all these things. And this is something that you also said, well, it's not going to disappear, because think about it. If you come down and visit, you're a snowbird, and you go back to wherever, New York, New Jersey, wherever it is, but you still have friends that live down here and you still want to communicate. Yeah, you can call them on the phone, but I can actually video with you and see you and show you my new pencil or show you something I have. I think it's just an incredible thing you set up here. And again, people, if you want to check this out, it's Social Savvy Seniors. So it's socialsavvyseniors.com for more information. Tiffany, I want to thank you again for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Last questions. Have you had any seniors delve into TikTok yet?
I was going to ask that.
Any TikTokers yet?
They want to know about it. They don't want to. None of them that I have worked with have posted about it or done anything. They want to know about it because it's on the news, like Twitter, right? Because Twitter's all over the news. But that's not, their people aren't on Twitter. They do nothing with Twitter, but they just go on there because it's in the news all the time.
Right.
So yeah, no TikToks, but I will tell you, I should start writing a book about my adventures with the senior online dating, because that is gold. I have run into some fabulous feisty seniors that and hey, we all need company, we all need everything. And like I said, I've had a lot of surprises as this kind of thing is just kind of snowballed into something amazing. And when the first person asked me, it's like, so how do I make my Match.com profile? It's like,
no. And there
didn't even think about it.
Yeah. It is true, and you don't think about things like that, but it's great. Well, thank you. I want to thank you again for joining us, and Dan for setting this up. This was a great interview and very informative
Wonderful thing. Absolutely. You're a great thing. We thank you.
Living in the digital world, and it's not going to go away. It's only going to keep progressing. And I'm sure, you know, as I get older and we all get older, there's things that my kids right now, there's things they do. And I'm like, wait, how do you do that? Wait, what is that? So you're learning all the time as technology keeps progressing. So Tiffany, thank you again for joining us again. It's www.socialsavvyseniors. That's SAVVY. Am I right? Social Savvy Seniors.com for more information. All right. That's it for today. Tomorrow we're back with 3 more local businesses. We have an eye doctor tomorrow, Iconic Eye. We have the Key Grill in Juno Beach and Healthy Pets. So join us tomorrow at 1 o'clock. For Dan, for Tiffany, and for myself, have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.